Peace, family. This is Vicki Dillard, your sister with the curly braids, here for a very important and brief conversation. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Looks like I'm seeing some world shakers and history makers pop on in. Talk black to me. I'm seeing some new world rulers into the digital building. Peace, dear family. As you come in, tell us where you are tapping in from. Hey, Precious, I see you, Naturally Tour. I see you, Black Messiah. I see you, King Louis. I see you, NutriBest. Shout out to you, Black family. Y'all, I have had an absolutely full day today. I am barely getting in, and after an amazing day. I don't know if some of you all saw it or not. I see you, ATL. Charlotte, North Carolina. Atlanta. Somebody said Atlanta from Newark. I know that's right. I am so excited because I see you, Orlando, Indianapolis. Yes. I just wrapped up, family, my second documentary film in the past couple of months, and I am so excited. Both of the different films about their different owners, different filmmakers, totally different documentary films. I am so excited and looking forward to them coming out. Black movies that are coming out. I am so excited about us connecting, family. I am so excited that we are controlling the narrative. Okay, I see you, Toronto. I see you, family. I see you. Shout out Vicki Dillard fan page. Bless every single one of you that are tapping in right now. I have a very special guest that I'm waiting to come in here in just a little bit. I'm waiting for our brother here in a moment. But I want you all to make sure that you get your seat for Sunday, January 23rd. Sunday, January 23rd. Myself and Brother Rizza Islam, we're doing part 2. Thank you, the Homegirl Healer, for buying a badge. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Beloved, get your seat for part 2, January. Did I say 23rd? Yeah, it's the 23rd, family. Sunday, January 23rd, 9 p.m. Eastern. But my brother and I have some very important news to share with you in just a little bit. We're going to be doing a call to action, family. We're going to be doing a call to action. And I am so proud of us, the Black Grassroots. Somebody put in the chat, hashtag BGR. Shout out to you, Vicki Dillard fan page, for the badge. Your gift is blessed, beloved, 1,000-fold. Virgo said, fresh face. That's my sister right there. Sis, I've been running all day and just barely getting in. But it's a happy kind of time. Okay, there's our brother. There's our brother Rizza. Okay. Let's see. Am I doing this right? There he is. Look who's here, family. Y'all, let's put some digital, let's do some gavels in the chat. Y'all put the gavels in the chat for our brother, Rizza Islam. Look at this world history maker.
Come on, my sister. How you doing?
I am doing very, very well, sir. How in the world are you?
I'm well, thank Allah. Just getting everything organized. The devil think they're winning, but they are losing tremendously.
Losing. Losing. I was just telling our people, family, right now I'm going to need everybody before we get started, because you don't have someone on the level of our brother here, and we don't tell as many people as possible. Why? Because you know that when you share, you make it more likely that more people will hear our voice. I teach all the time about the collective strengthening of the Black voice. So we're that counterculture, that counter voice. And Brother Rizza, I've been telling them, I said, I know we're raising up new world shakers and history makers, and power in this season comes from the ground up. So there's two things we're going to be talking about today. Brother, I want you to tell us how you're doing. But as you do that, family, everybody tag 5 people really quick before our brother starts to talk. Everybody tag at least 5 people real quick. Would you? On the count of 3. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Tag, tag, tag. Everybody like, share this broadcast. Thank you so very much for coming on in with me this evening. I'm so honored and excited.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. And first of all, let's say this. We're so incredibly appreciative of you standing on the front lines for us. Number one, a soldier vanguard on the front line. So first of all, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Secondly, we want you to know that we've got your back. And when we have soldiers that go to war, the soldiers that's on the front line shouldn't have to be the ones raising the money for the war chest, doing the cooking, doing all of, you're supposed to be able to just focus on the war in front of you. And so we want to make sure that we're doing our part, that we're standing with you as you stand for and with us. Now, family, we got two things going on. Y'all write this date down. Are y'all ready? Sunday, January 23rd. Y'all ready? This is getting ready to be a double whammy. This is going to be a surprise for some of you. January 23rd, Sunday, January 23rd. Family, we're going to need y'all all day. All day, Sunday, January 23rd. Everybody get ready, get ready, get ready. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, our brother and I are going to do our second 911 Underground pandemic conversation. You all know that these different platforms censor us. They try to penalize us for giving our perspectives and truth. So family, we're going to have an underground conversation where we don't have to be censored, and we're taking it offline. Get your seat at www.onpurposewithvicky.com. The link is in the chat. Onpurposewithvicky.com. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. Is that right, brother?
Absolutely.
9 p.m. Eastern, okay? Why did we change the time? Some of you that already registered, the first few of you that registered, we sent you emails. We changed the time. And I want Brother Rizza Islam to tell us, what in the world are you going to be doing? And what do you want us to do in Washington, D.C.? Did y'all hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
What's D.C.? The capital of the United States of America. This is the power center of the world, family. So when I'm calling you world shakers and history maker, baby, we ain't playing. We're taking this warfare offline. We're taking it to the streets. Where's my BGR? That stands for Black Grassroots. Watch this, family. As you tell us, brother, what you need us to do for Sunday, January 23rd before. So we got two things going, family. Mm-hmm. We got a call to action. Somebody said, wait, what? We finna tell you, babe. We got you. Right. We ain't playing. So we got you. So Sunday, we're going to tell you what we need you to do the first part of Sunday. But go ahead and get your seats for 9 p.m. Eastern, because Brother Rizza, I'm hoping that once you complete it and you and the people from around the country complete your mission in D.C., you will come back and debrief us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the goal. That is the goal. Well, let me say it this way. First of all, sister, it's always good to see your beautiful face and your powerful spirit. Always good to see you. Thankful to you and all of those within the V Hive and Fly Nubian Queen Network and Your Black World, and everyone who is doing something to educate, elevate, inspire, and bring about solutions to help the people. I'm always thankful for you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. That's the first thing I want to say. And secondly, on the 23rd, for those who have been seeing what has been going on over the last roughly 2 years, maybe 2 years and 2 months, we have witnessed a number of things that we have verified. Number one, they have lied. That's number one. All right. That has been verified, validated, rubber stamped. It is what it is. Number two, they have planned a number of things that they made us believe were by accident. So a lot of what has been happening has been planned, and these are steps that were already pre-written. Number three, they have silenced a number of us, or so they thought, by removing us from their networks. But we have been gathering off of social media, as me and my sister Vicky Dillard have done as well. Yes. A lot of the scientists, a lot of the researchers, a lot of the doctors, a lot of the medical professionals and legal professionals have come together. And on the 23rd, we are now going to go to DC. Now I want y'all to understand this, okay? Sister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan cleared me to go to DC. I want y'all to understand the magnitude of what it is.
Come on now.
This is
Did
not.
Y'all hear what he said?
Yeah, this is going. It's not a small thing. Okay, this is not just a few people coming together to talk. This is not what this is about. This is us fighting for the freedom of humanity in this country. We are representing Black and melanated people first, and then everyone else a part of the human family after that.
That's right.
So when we show up, we are showing up in large numbers, whether if you are Muslim, Christian, whether if you are Pan-Africanist, Nawabian, whether if you are a Moor, Hebrew Israelite, Nation of God on Earth, 5%ers, Nation of Islam, whatever you call yourself, Christian, Muslim, Democrat, Republican, if you took the jab or if you didn't take the jab,
Come on.
everybody who was a part of the melanated family needs to show up.
Whew.
You have to show up. I'm saying this because we have literally over 40,000 people who have already registered
Woo.
and said they will be there. Over 40,000 already. Some
Woo.
people who will be there, and I'm going to just mention a few names. Myself, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.,
Whoa.
Dr. Robert Malone,
Mm.
Dr. Peter McCullough,
Listen,
Dr.
y'all.
Christina Parks. These are a few. Just with those 5 that I just
Did
named.
you say Dr. Christina Parks?
Yes, ma'am. I just got that confirmation from her myself.
Come on.
I want y'all to understand something here. This is not a small thing. This is not a joke. There are at least 45 scientists who have been confirmed thus far. There are over 40 medical professionals. There are multiple groups and organizations. Mainstream media will be there, whether if they are coming there to cover it, to say, look at all these people standing for truth, or look at all these anti-vaxxers, or whatever they want to say. It's too tempting not to cover.
Come
you have
on.
activists from New York coming, activists from LA coming, activists from all across the United States coming. Activists are flying in from outside of the country. You have brothers and sisters from Fly Nubian Queen showing up. You got a lot of people showing up from all over the country who are going to be there to fight against the mandates. Whether you took the stab or not is up to you, but we are fighting against having it forced on other people.
That's right.
So this is not something small. Again, trust me, when you see the numbers and you see that magnitude of people, you will wish you have been there. You will have wished you would have showed up. So that's what I'll be doing, sister, during the daytime on Sunday the 23rd.
And he wants you to show up, their family. So once you're done, Brother Rizza, after it's over, he's going to be able to take a brief break. He's going to meet with us privately offline. And so get your seat at onpurposewithvicky.com. He's going to debrief us. But what he needs you to do, don't you want them to go to your website, brother?
Yes. Register at RizaIslam.com. It will pop up just to put your name, your number, so that we can get a count of how many melanated people will be showing up. See, this is the thing. White folks have always known about this circumstance.
Yes.
They've always known. Brother Riza Islam was the first one to get it to the black grassroots early in 2014, then brought it to the minister in 2015. Robert Kennedy Jr. brought it to your brother.
Come on.
Brought it to your brother. I want y'all to understand how serious this is. So long before social media, we've been doing this in real life. And I want them to see an ocean of melanated people. I do not want to be out here and just see a majority of white folks. Not a problem. They're going to be there, as they should. But I need us to be there as we should.
That's right.
So make it known and spread the word far and wide. Sister Vicky put it in her story. And also, again, go to RizaIslam.com to register so we know exactly how many of our people will be showing up. Again, hood, not hood, college educated, street educated. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you are a part of the melanated family, you must show up. I implore you. Do not have your brother out here by myself.
So, wait. Say that again.
Do not have your brother out here by myself.
Now say that just for me. One more time.
Do not have your brother out here, out there by myself.
Brother Rizza, one of the things that I wanted to talk about offline is I wanted to break down the fact that this is about the war of the gods.
Yes.
Family, when I talk about gods, we're talking about one with force and power. The fact that those that they consider to be the voices, the nobodies, the deaf, the dumb, and the blind, the fact that we're showing up, y'all watch this, in Washington, D.C., where the president of the United States is, arguably the most powerful man, they say, on the planet, where you have Congress, somebody talk black to me, this is where they're showing up. Brother, if I'm correct, aren't you guys going to be on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial?
Yes, that's where it will end. It starts, we're having a 1-mile walk to gather more people, starting at Washington Monument at 10 a.m. That's where we're going to start, but where we're going to be doing our presentations. And also, again, they're trying to get the rest of the disinformation dozen there, so all 12 of us can be on stage together.
Whoa.
There's at least 6 of us who are going to be there.
Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know, the so-called disinformation dozen, Brother Rizza is one of those that was on that list that the White House, you all, Jen Psaki, the press secretary on behalf of the White House, referenced that a disinformation dozen, which means that the White House, the U.S. government, was actually attacking our brother from the highest place. So we must stand with him in force. Some of you that's on here now, because I have prayed for you, I've interceded with some of you, I've talked to you all offline. Some of you all have jobs where you know that they've been trying to force this on you, and some of you have been standing. Some of you are contractors, and some of you have children. Some of you are now teaching your babies because of this. Some of you are in other jobs where you are having to make decisions on what you're going to do. Family, this is about you. This is about you. Somebody said, what's today? Sunday, January 23rd. We're talking about two things here. First of all, I want y'all to show up in DC. Go to brotherrizzaislam.com. Go to rizzaislam.com. I just pinned it. rizzaislam.com. Go to his website. Information is there because he wants you to show up early there in DC. And so after the march is over, brother and I are going to get together on an offline webinar with you. Get your seats for that. He's going to debrief us, and we're going to talk about becoming an even stronger global force.
Exclusively.
Go ahead.
Exclusively. I'm telling you, when I come from being out in the field, I'm coming right here to talk with all of you with my sister. So be there.
Yes, I love it. Love it. He's exclusively talking to us right after it's over. We couldn't get it and get there at a better time. Brother, I was talking about someone the other day, and they were just really making fun of us, but they can't deny our impact. They cannot deny the fact of the pushback. Now, we see one of the latest things that just happened with the predominantly conservative Supreme Court of the United States. I noticed you post this as well. They just sided against the White House, Joe Biden's mandate, in part, I believe it's from some of the businesses. Okay, so that is a partial win. As you always say, we've got a long way to go, but we are seeing shifts. We're seeing different judges on different levels that have been pushing back. Family, this doesn't work if we don't work. Can you imagine what the world will say? Because some of the world's coming here. You said folks are coming in from out of the country also to attend this.
Absolutely.
40,000 people have already registered. Family, what better? There's no better look, brother, than the foundational Black Americans and the indigenous Black Americans leading the charge, as you mentioned, standing with the other melanated folks. As we just mentioned, white folks and stuff is going to be there. We're not against other people or other cultures, but we know that for us, it's priority. When you do right by Black people, guess what? It's going to automatically trickle down to everybody else. So family, this is the America where our ancestors shed their blood. This is our country, family, where they maintained and created this America. So I want you all to show up there. I want as many of you as possible to show up there with our brother. And brother, I'm so excited to be honest. I got chills to actually, you know why? Because I know how power works.
That's right. Come on.
It's in seed form first, Brother Rizza.
Yes.
And it says in Corinthians that God uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, the weak things of the world. No better thing than to have those that they laugh at offline, that they have deplatformed, that they have censored, silenced, slandered, right? That they have penalized in more ways than one. It is nothing greater than us showing up in massive force. And Black media, some of you are going to have your phone. Some of you are going to have your devices. We get to control the narrative. I want y'all to be there in strong force. Our brother has been leading the charge. They have attacked him. They have done more things than we can say on this live.
Come on.
So family, I know my event is going on the same day, 9 p.m. Go to www.onpurposewithvicky.com. But what our brother is doing, it is important that it precedes our meeting. What you're doing, it is important that it precedes our meeting, our debriefing. Brother Rizza, talk to us.
I'll say it this way really quick. And shout out to our sister, Joe Speaks. That's our powerful sister over in New York.
Beautiful.
Who also joined and has now become an activist heavily out in the New York area.
Beautiful.
So, they will be there as well. If y'all been seeing what they're turning up. So our sister's been leading that. So she'll be there. Let me say this real quick so we can all understand. This is not something that social media is necessarily going to air in the way that we would like it to. So let me just help us to get this picture. The people that I have named, just a few, are the ones that the government does not like. And we have galvanized our efforts to bring together all of us who want to stand up for freedom, justice, equality, and equity. They will not stop those of us coming together in real life. This is not a social media thing. This is not something we're just doing all on the screen. No, if you really are about this work, like those of us who have been doing this work for a very long time, just know that when you show up, you are going to be there with like-minded people, people who are giving their lives for this. This is not a joke. It's not a game. Understand that they are pushing to force this on everybody. They're forcing it. If we don't show up in high numbers, because I know some people are like, well, I'm not with marching. Yeah, we're not marching. This is the difference. We're not marching. We're only going to walk 1 mile from one monument to the Lincoln Memorial so that we can give a presentation to the world, a declaration to the world, to let the world know Black people know. We know now, and we're not going to stand by and allow you to do this to us. Everybody else already knew. They already knew in high numbers. But now, not only are we going to present, we're going to give actual facts, we're going to give solutions, and we're going to give action items so that we can move to the next phase of this. They've already lied to everybody. So at this point, you lied, you slandered people, you injected over 200 million people in America already. I want y'all to—
wow, that's nearly a third
already. So at this point, what are you going to do now? People are, as you said, losing their job, losing the rights to even have their children because they're not taking this shot. They're threatening you with travel, threatening you with not being able to access certain areas, certain grocery stores is what they're trying to put on there. They're trying to do a lot of different things. So the only way this is going to stop is not just us being on social media anymore. You got to take it to the street.
Now.
So if you want to do something to change it, I'm going to tell you right now, one person can create a revolution, but it takes a group to sustain it.
Say that again.
One person can create a revolution, but it takes a group to sustain it. No body part works alone. We have to understand.
Brother Rizza, is there anybody else coming to save us?
No, not at all. Not at all. The Most High Elijah Muhammad said, do for self or suffer the consequences. We have to do for ourselves now. Now, again, when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan sent word to me after I sent him the information on exactly what's about to go down, he said, brother, I want you to go there. Go there on behalf of our people. He said, lead them and lead them wisely. He knows Satan better than anybody. Okay, let's make this very clear. He knows. But this is our time now. This is not a joke. This is not small.
That might be our hashtag. This is our time now.
This is our time now. Really. But again, I want y'all to know this is not a joke. So for those of you who are used to just marching with some signs, this ain't about that. This is about literally the scientists who they do not want to speak are going to be presenting. The researchers like myself who they do not want to reveal what they have been doing will be presenting. What we are going to say is going to unravel everything that they have been pushing on the masses of the people. The financial side of it, the chemical side of it, the overall psychosis of it, the mental manipulation and the mass programming through fear. We are going to dismantle this devil. So it's not a, it has a level of danger, but we know that God is in control of all things.
That's right.
So we're not tripping.
That's
just
right.
Show up.
Come on.
Just show up. That's all I got to say. And also rep your flag. Bring your
flag.
Come
on now.
Bring your war uniform. Whatever your uniform is, bring that so that they can see the multitude of colors. If you got the red, black, and green, bring it. If you got the Porsche flag, bring it. If you got the Hebrew Israelite flag with the gold trim, bring it. Represent who you are, your nationality, what you call yourself, your label, your whatever. I want them to see us in every single way so that they know we will not be able to mess with Black folk no more. We just can't do it. That's what we want them to see.
And there is no greater symbolic place than for you to hold the state of our union, brother.
Come on.
Did you all hear what our brother said? He said, this is not no march. He said that they're going to march a block so that they can do a what? Presentation to the world.
And they declare. Come on.
Fan page said, yes, I have chills. He said, we are going to give a presentation to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan
Come on.
has given our brother the go-ahead to lead our people wisely. Let me tell you something, Brother Rizzo. I just did my second powerful Your Royal Bloodline webinar activation. And I broke down divine revelation that I received about what the ancestors really are. And it's a code word for the vibration in our bloodline. Your royal bloodline. Do you know that what you are doing, because this seemed kind of sporadic, because I didn't know that this was even going on a few months ago. So I don't even know that you were planning this a few months ago.
Oh, no, last week.
Look, come on now. Come on, God, today. Listen. Let me tell you something. When we begin to move fearlessly, don't you know that there is an army? There is not just not an army that you can see physically. Do you know that there is an unseen army that backs you, that's with you as we begin to move? What you don't understand, brother, is that you are unleashing and releasing a divine frequency all the way from Washington, D.C. And it is magnetizing not only folks in America and around the world, but in the unseen realms. I want those that are tuned in right now and that are sharing this, with many more people, go to Brother Riz's website to let him know that you're going to be there, RizaIslam.com. And then after that, get your seat. My Vicky Dilla fan page, put the link in there for me, beloved. www.onpurposewithvicky.com. Our brother is coming to us exclusively after the event is over at 9 p.m. Eastern. The same day, both of these events are going down on Sunday, January 23rd. Are y'all hearing me? So y'all need to block that day out as a family day. This is about business, honey. This is about global world affairs. This is what geopolitics is about. While you worried about what's happening on CNN and MSNBC and all of that, no, baby. We are making news. We're making global news. And look who's leading the charge, family. Somebody sent it. They're thanking you, brother. They're doing all kinds of stuff. And as he said, this is serious. This is not no play stuff here. So let's stand together. That's why he's told to lead us in wisdom. But family, I always like to say, Brother Rizza, that I conquer best by the 300. And the reason why I say 300 is because of the story of Gideon. Gideon started out with 30-something thousand troops. And they were going up against already a troop that was almost 10 times their size. And the angel of the Lord said, you know what? This is too many for me to bring you to, the victory and stuff. He just needed a capable, effective group. So we want that to be you. We want as many of you to still show up in large numbers. Go to RizaIslam.com. Let them know you're going to be there. Show up, family. Let's stand together. This is our time. This is not a march, as our brother said. They're going to march about a block or so. But this is about them getting to the place, stopping at the steps of Lincoln Memorial. They're going to meet at Washington Monument at 10 a.m.?
Correct.
10 a.m. What time zone?
10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern. They're going to meet at Washington Monument. They're going to walk to the steps of Lincoln Memorial to give a global presentation, family. To give a global presentation.
And declaration.
And declaration. Talk black to me.
Come on,
so we want you to be there in large number. This is priority. This is paramount. I'm going to continue to post this as well, brother. And family, right after that, meet us for an exclusive offline webinar where our brother's going to give us an exclusive, and he's going to debrief us on this global presentation and declaration. We're going to, I got a few things I want to share with you spiritually, metaphysically, a couple of solutions as well. And then our brother is going to continue to talk to us about us making a global impact. This is our time. Let me tell you something. I don't think it's by accident. And brother, I need you to tell me your thoughts on this. It's not by accident, Brother Rizza, that the very people that we've called powerful the whole time, the very people we've looked to, the folks that told us it's just voting, your power's in voting. The most powerful people in the world, the president, the most powerful people, the vice president, the most powerful speaker of the House, the most powerful person, your senators, the most powerful people in the world are your representatives where you're going. But these are the very folk, at least 75 Congress folk, I did a show on it, were trading the pandemic related stuff.
Come on.
We find out that some of the very people that sit here making legislations and rules about your life, they're not bound by some of these mandates.
Come on.
like the people are.
Come on.
The largest lobbyist, the pharmaceutical lobbyist, is right there in DC.
Mm-hmm.
We're finding out, of course, that the top juice makers, they're exempt legally,
Mm-hmm.
held accountable if something. So if everything is okay with it, let's just say, okay, let's give them, well, okay, maybe not, maybe everything is all right with the jab. Let's sue you in court in case something go wrong. Oh, you can't do that. Brother, the very people we consider to be the most powerful are the most questionable. But not only the most questionable, is it maybe we're running into a wall where we're not getting where we want to get with these people because we've been called for such a time as this?
Come on.
What are your thoughts?
Come on. Look, sister, the system that we have in ways feared and in ways worshipped, whether if we know it or not. But if you didn't worship it at all, then you would not be a part of it at all.
Wow.
This system is crumbling from the inside out, and the problem is too many of our people want to crumble with it.
Lord have mercy.
So at this point now, this is the second phase. The first test was who is going to move quickly according to Satan's demand to take the poison. That was the test. That was the first one. Who's going to just go and take it because of pressure, fear, threats of losing their job, threats of losing their child, threats of not being able to travel, threats of this, threats of that, threat. Okay, who's going to go and move? The pawns always go first.
Come on now.
In chess, the pawns always go first unless you're a knight, but a knight moves with purpose and he can make certain moves differently than a pawn.
Help us, brother.
But pawns move, and we watch to see what will happen once the pawns move. The rest of us who they did not get, they're moving to the next phase. What we're dealing with now is, as you said, the war of the gods, Satan versus God, whether you want to say Satan against the Most High, Satan against Allah, Satan against Jah, Satan against Yahweh, Satan against the supreme being and the creator, the architect of the universe itself.
Come on.
That's how you want to label it. Then right now the question is, what side do you stand on?
My.
Is that question. Whether you took the poison or not, fine. It's over now. Now, do you want them to control the faith and destiny of the rest of us as a human?
Come on.
This is your question. And this is the question you need to pose to each other. If you really gangster like that,
come on now,
then stand up against the ultimate gangster, which is Satan. Make it known. All this internet stuff is one thing, but I keep telling people, you really don't understand all the numbers and views and all that are not necessarily reflective of those who are willing to fight against Satan. It's different.
Right. That's right.
There is sacrifice. It's not easy to ask someone to go out here and potentially risk parts of their freedom.
Come on.
For the freedom of other people. The only reason why I'm harping on this part, sister, so we can disassociate ourselves from leaning into the digital realm, outside of the literal, actual, physical, and metaphysical realm, which is where we are supposed to be.
That's right.
They trapped us in this thing. So when you come up out of this for a minute, you see how real this is. You will see these officers and these people with batons and guns out there because they are afraid. They know we're coming, just like they did during the Million Man March in 1995. They know what this means. We're not coming there to ask questions, and we're not coming there to blow up anything, of course, but we are coming there to blow up ignorance.
Come on.
And to empower the people and to make a declaration. We will not comply. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said on July 4th, 2020, that if they attempt to force this on us, and Sister Vicky was there live in person in the garden physically.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
That's another reason why she's elevated in her fire from previous. If y'all watched her, she's evolved to another level since then.
Wow. Thank you, brother.
But at that point, July 4th, 2020, the minister said, if they attempt to force this on us, we'll take that as a declaration of war. I don't know what that means to you, but to me, that means all the children that are not from my loins, I have to fight for. All the black women that this says protect black women.
Come on now.
I have to fight for you.
Come on.
To the black men, I have to fight for you. This is where it is now. Simple. Right. If I got to go to jail for it, cool. That's a sacrifice, but that means nothing. My point is we have to be willing to give something up because we're too comfortable. And in our comfort is where Satan will always find us, but we have to be willing to move outside of our comfort zone. Don't make no excuses. If you can't show up, then send somebody else in your place. Send 3 people in your place.
Say that. Say that.
Send 3 people in your place if you can't show up. But I will be damned if Satan continues to make certain moves that we could have prevented if we would have just come together and made it known that we disagree.
That's right.
That's all. Right. So please make sure
you
go up again. Go to RizaIslam.com to register. We want to know how many melanated people will be showing up. Because I told them I'm bringing the army with me.
I know that's right.
I told them I'm bringing the righteous of the melanated family with me. That's what I'm doing. So I don't know what y'all think. But when you see what happens in real life, you about to see, oh, yeah, it's not about the numbers on the internet. It's about the effect of your influence.
Yes.
You will see. Trust me. So get ready. That's all I got to tell y'all. Definitely get ready. And then after, I'm going to do a debrief about everything that transpired. It's not just going to be that, but I'm meeting with all the top scientists that some of you have heard of, all the ones that are banned, all of us who are banned. We're coming together there. I don't know if y'all understand how serious this is. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. So after, I'm going to debrief all of you. If you go to On Purpose with Vicky, I believe.
Yes, you got it. Yes, sir.
Make sure you go there to register for after, which is 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
I'm going to come on virtually with our sister and all of you who will be there to debrief you on what we did earlier that day. And hopefully some of you won't need to jump on because you will have been there yourself.
Come on.
so both. But we know a lot of people will not be able to make it. So, of course, we want to pack the digital house out that night. But the day before or earlier that day, I need to make sure that I'm walking with an ocean of our people. Sister,
come on.
Point, you brought up the 300 times 4. 4 is the foundation.
Come on now.
If you multiply 3 times 4, you get the number 12. The number 12 represents the 12 disciples. It represents the 12 constellations. It represents the 12 systems of the body. 12 is the square root of 144.
Come on.
In the book of Revelation, in the book of Revelations, 144,000 was the number of the fallen angels that Jesus or the Christ would come at the head of to declare war on Satan.
Talk to us.
So the 144,000 are those who are sincerely fighting against Satan's world to bring in the hereafter. That's what it is.
Come on now.
That's what we're dealing with. That's what it is. You may not have thought it was going to happen in your lifetime, but I for damn sure prayed it would happen in mine.
We are so blessed to be living in this time. We didn't understand that the Most High Spirit, Allah God, has allowed this particular global plague to be the catalyst for so much more, family.
Yes.
And we are blessed to be alive for such a time as this. So many times we're looking around like Gideon did when they were stealing from him. He was threshing wheat in the wine press. Well, you don't thresh wheat in the wine press. Why was Gideon threshing wheat in the wine press? Because each year they would come and steal from it. So he was trying to hide his wheat. And he got sick of it and he began to cry out to God. And guess what happened? Scripture says the angel of the Lord appeared to him by a tree and told him that he was going to use him. And then that's when Gideon started saying, wait. Now I'm the youngest in my group. I don't know now.
Youngest of 10 children. Youngest of 10 children. I'm the youngest in my family.
See, look at that. He was saying, I'm too young. I'm nobody. We're nobody. No, but you know something's wrong. You were complaining that somebody needs to raise. I'm going to be with you. That's the only thing. God needs a catalyst, a human being to move through. Somebody say, now is our time. Somebody say, now is our time. Family, I want you to know there are 2 things going down. This is one of the greatest days of the year, in my opinion, brother. January 23rd.
Yes.
Because this is a global declaration, a global address to the world, and it's being led by our brothers and others. We've got to understand just how powerful these folks are again. Would you please, just for one more time, tell us just some of the other folks again, for those that are just coming on. Family, I want you to listen to some of the folks that are going to be in Washington, D.C., meeting at 10 a.m. Eastern at Washington Monument with our brother Rizza Islam. Listen to just some of the names who are going to be there.
Some of the names, and I was invited to be there. Some of the names are going to be Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Dr. Robert Malone, who all of you saw on Joe Rogan a few days ago, Dr. Peter McCullough, cardiologist who has been revealing the truth about this entire thing for quite some time, who was also on Joe Rogan, Dr. Christina Parks, who went viral, our sister, she is a cellular and molecular biologist.
My God.
Cellular and molecular biologist. And
Come on.
has been revealing the truth and went viral because she pretty much put in check those in Detroit, the leadership in Detroit in the political sector. She will be there. Dale Bigtree will be there over the high wire. It is now stated, I believe, that Tucker Carlson of Fox will be there.
Wow.
And a lot of other names, some of them that I can't mention yet, but there are over 30 scientists, over 50 medical professionals who will be there. Some of the biggest names you can imagine that don't want to be mentioned just yet because we don't want to prevent the reach, because the government already knows. But we don't want to, curtail or cut off the maximum reach. But when we get there, it is a done deal. But your brother will be there, and we will be leading the charge when it comes to our people. A number of celebrities, Black artists who I've spoken to, they said they're going to either promote it or show up. I can't say any of their names, but this is much bigger than you can imagine. And
we get to be a part of it.
Yes.
You get to be a part of it, family. You get to be a part of it. This is our time. Excuse me. Go to Rizza Islam. Let him know that you're going to be there. Show up in numbers. And like he said, if you can't come, send 3 other people in your place.
That's right. Go to RizzaIslam.com to register so we know exactly how many of our melanated family will be there. They have their list, which so far they said already has over 40,000 people who have already registered to be there. Once it was announced on Joe Rogan's podcast, which has over 11 million followers, people said, when, where?
Come on.
They already started piling in. So now I want to bring I want to bring our melanated family there, and so they can see, okay, who told the black folks?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay. That's what I want them to see, because they keep pointing us out as the number one who needs this, the number one most affected by it, the number one who they want to help so much. No, I'll be damned if Satan gets us again.
Come on now.
Show up January 23rd, 10 a.m., right in front of the Washington Monument, and we will be walking to the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to do a presentation and a declaration. At that point, everything will be different after that day. I guarantee you. When I say different, it's on. That's my point.
That's right.
Go to RizzaIslam.com to register.
I want to say this really quick. And by the way, I was telling one of my team, we're working on the shirt for this for Sunday as well. There's a scripture in the book of James that says, resist the devil and he will flee.
Come on.
That's written, family. Resist the devil and he will flee. When you are working with like-minded people that are willing to stand out there on the front lines with you, that understands and perceives the profound moment in time that you stand in. And you know you're not alone and you're doing it together. One can put 1,000 to flight. It says 2 can put 10,000 to flight. So we're more powerful when we stand together. I know nobody's going out there to be no troublemaker. Nobody's going out there to be no mess maker. We're going to let the big black brain be on display, and others.
Yes.
We want all the other folks as well. But we're certainly, as our brother said, we know there's going to be a lot of other folks, other cultures, white folks, all of those folks are out there. But family, this is our time to make our mark. So we as the melanated people, we want to be there on the front lines. So go to RizzaIslam.com. Let them know that you're going to be there 10 a.m. Eastern, meeting at Washington Monument. They're going to go a block to the steps of Lincoln Memorial, and some of the top world shakers and history maker, including our brother Rizza Islam, is going to give a declaration and an address to the world. And after that, go ahead.
Finish that point. Finish that.
After that, we want you to meet us at 9 p.m. Eastern to give our brother plenty time to do his hair. We don't want him rushing world affairs, right? We can't do that. So right after that, he's going to meet us offline. Get your seat for an exclusive webinar. Brother RZA is going to debrief us right after that, an exclusive. Get your seat at onpurposewithvicky.com, onpurposewithvicky.com. You can also, we're going to make the replay available for you for weeks at a time, family. My staff is on it. They're already sending out the links. But our brother, this is not an accident that this ended up being the same day, brother. You know, it's not an accident. And I feel like I'm so honored to be able to host you so that you can give us a debriefing. And most importantly, the people that we're raising up as the new world rulers in real time. Tell us what you were about to say.
Absolutely. I wanted to mention, so when we do what we do, family, we have to represent one another in the highest manner.
That's right.
When I say what I'm saying, it is because Satan always uses opportunities when Black people and people come together to do the most crazy and horrendous things.
Tell us.
See anybody who looks like us, but
Come on,
doing things that are not of us,
come
check
on.
them. Check them.
Say that again.
There will be agents in the audience. Absolutely.
Say that again.
If we see anyone who looks like us in the crowd who are doing things that are not of us, check them and say, hey, we're not about that, brother. We're not doing that. You better come on. We ain't bombing nothing over here. We ain't graffitiing. No. Hold on. That's not what we're here for. Because guess what? That's an excuse for Satan to come in and shut down something that is absolutely monumental. We don't like that with tagging up buildings that they already have insurance for so they can get a whole new building if we do something negative to it. No, we shake up the minds of the people and then we go into an area of revolution. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said revolution means a complete constructive change.
Awesome.
So we build up our own everything, and that's my point. I'm not going there to destroy nothing over there. I'm going to inspire our people to come back so we can build up our own and have a greater mindset so that we can go and bring solutions to our people. That is the only thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm looking forward this upcoming week also to do another show. I've been back and forth with your beautiful, beautiful staff. So, brother, if you get any chance of time before then, we'll go live simultaneously on Your Black World, as well as Fly Nubian. I think Doc wants to be with us too. So if you get another moment before this week, let me know. And we're going to say everything that you just said here. We're going to say there so that we can continue to push it on the other platforms. So we'll talk offline. They'll confirm for me that. You let me know. But let's do this again in the next few days because we don't want to take up much of your time because you hitting it, boy. He's running off late. He's busy. I understand it. We respect him. But we want to thank you so much. What are your final words, dear brother?
I'm just very thankful, sister. I'll say I'm thankful, I'm honored, and humbled by the response of the people when it comes to us finally realizing just how wicked this enemy truly is. Finally. I mean, the response in the numbers and in the quality of people has been so vast that now I really see that our ancestors, what they were crying for, what they were fighting for is closer to being realized than we have ever seen before. We are much closer than we are further away from that freedom, justice, equality, that hereafter that we have been fighting for, that universal government wherein all can live in peace, where we have our own everything. We are fully independent and justified and made equal with the best in civilized society. That right there. I see it. Now, I don't know how y'all feel, how you think, but I see it. And because of that, I cannot pause. I can't slow down. I'm putting my both feet on the gas.
Come on.
All the way. And I just pray you have the same understanding, same mentality. This is about our freedom. This is about protecting our freedom and the freedom of our future generations. I don't have children yet, but I'll be damned if I bring a child into a world like this in the way that it is. So we have to do something to change our future, and we have to do it now. So RZAIslam.com to register, sister. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And
definitely we will be connecting on the 23rd.
Yes. And hopefully before then for one more quick interview. Okay, thank you so much, family. RZAIslam.com. Let him know you're going to be there. We already know the other people are going to be there. White folks are going to be there. But they have been attacking us. They have been soliciting us in disproportionate ways.
Yes.
So we want to show up. This is your time. You're world leaders. And we're going to show up in an elegant manner, in a civilized manner, but the big black brain is going to be on display. Show us what you got in your hand, brother.
RZAIslam.com. Also, for those who know the intellectual extremists, whenever you see these red X's pop up, sister, that is the intellectual extremists. They already know what time it is. Click the link in our bio to join the Telegram as well, family, for research solutions, to meet up with people who are doctors, herbalists, naturopaths, you name it. Link in the bio, and also ReezaSam.com, and go to ReezaSam.com if you would like to schedule me for events, for different interviews, etc. I'm only going to our people for the majority on these podcasts. I'm not interested in going to a lot of other shows or podcasts first. You have priority with me first, and then everyone else gets me after.
We're so very grateful, and we thank you so very much, family. And right after that, get your seat for onpurposewithvicky.com. He's going to debrief us exclusively after the event is over. You all know we already come with solutions, insight. Right. Most importantly, he's going to help to give us our marching orders as we continue to shake literally the world. Remember, Sunday, January 23rd, 10 a.m. Eastern, meeting up at Washington Monument. Let me tell you something. Like he said, don't let nobody make, it's not just a little march, honey. He said, what?
Declaration.
What?
Declaration.
Come on now.
Come on.
You heard it from him. I can't wait to see you all there. We will be in touch. Let everybody know to follow our brother at Intellectual Extremist, the letter X, Extremist. Everybody share this out and go to both of our websites. Go to Rizza Islam to let it know you're going to be there, and then turn right back around on purposewithvicky.com. Get your seats. You got about a week now to get your seats. So we're having an exclusive. We're so honored. All these top folks around the world, but we're getting the exclusive, family, offline, so we don't have to worry about censorship.
Yes.
and being deplatformed and being penalized for stuff like that. And we're going to be doing more of that. But this is your chance to take it off the stage, to take it off the page and put it on the stage of life. This is your chance, beloved, the Black grassroots, to put feet to pavement. This is your chance to do it. And we're going to do it elegantly. We're not going to give any place for the devil. We're not going to be a mess maker, none of that kind of stuff. We're going to let the big black brain, the intelligence, be on display. We're going to let the intelligence do all of the warring for us, not our physical hands, and not being a mess maker. And as our brother just said, we heard what he said. This is another reason, brother, I want us to do another interview this week, because we want to let it be known publicly that we don't do mess.
Right.
Everybody show up, and we're going to be on the lookout to make sure that no agent is using our people.
None of that mess. Come on. Come on.
And so we're putting it out there publicly right now. Y'all already know we don't even get down like that, but we're making it very clear to the others that think that they're going to draw folk in. Talk black to me, somebody. Thank you so much for showing up. Please get you some rest. Take good care of yourself. We got your back in the spirit. And I cannot wait to see how many folks physically. I can't wait to connect with you soon. I'm almost there physically to do some traveling, but I got to wait a few more days. That's how I missed Florida recently, but not long from now. Not long from now. So I'll be ready. But thank you so much. We bow to you. Thank you all, family, for tuning in. Continue to share this broadcast. We love you so much.
Love you as well. Peace.
All right. RizzaIslam.com, onpurposewithvicky.com right after, and get your seat. Mwah.